This is United Aholes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Are we further ahead? Okay, so we've talked about the fact I wear a Fitbit and it monitors my heart rate and all that stuff. But it can tell me, hey, it's time to go to bed. And if I follow it, if I'm like, it's 11:15, let's shut the computer off. And one thing I did this year, this is what I was going to talk about. Okay, so this went to bed with me every single night since the day I got it. Had the charger right in my nightstand, and I sat there. I was on Facebook, I was gaming, whatever. And what I did this year, and I do not make resolutions, because I don't nobody ever fucking keeps them. But I just fucking did something. This now charges at my desk where my computer is. And quite frankly, I don't miss it. If I want to do something on it, I sit out in the family room. I sit in my chair and but that left the bedroom. And that coupled with the reminder from said devices of, hey, it's 11:15, it's time for you to get some sleep, because that's where you need to be. And that was the app suggestion, by the way, from a previous off-camera conversation that said, if you want 7.5 hours of sleep and you need to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, you need to be, where
you need to be asleep by 11:30.
Well, yeah, pretty much, which you can achieve. So as much as technology can help us and does help us, there's a certain break point where you need to leave it. Because the same with my phone does not go in my bedroom. If you want to call me at 1 o'clock in the morning and tell me somebody's been in an accident, you've got to call my home phone number, because you're not catching me on my cell phone. You're not catching me on my tablet. Work closed the other day, and I was getting dressed to go to work, and my wife brings in my cell phone and goes, you've got 2 messages. One from this person, one from this person. I'm like, I already know what's going on. Hope you're not getting ready for work. Hey, we closed the store today. Don't bother coming in.
So,
right, perfect.
The tentative argument is...
So, where's
the argument, but discussion.
Well, the topic of discussion. Where is the cutoff point where... Because we have talked off camera about technology based on a show that you had us watch. I don't know if we want to talk about that. I don't know what we're not talking about. I talk about everything. I don't give a shit.
Everything's an open book.
There you go. Yeah. So, Black Mirror, Metalhead,
right,
which led to a conversation. So, where's the cutoff point where, for you individually, if we're going to do a roundtable at the end, where you say, I'm willing to let this thing tell me to go to bed. This, my computer's in on it. Everybody but the microwave tells me to go to bed. So where is the cutoff point for you where you go, I'm fine with it telling me to go to bed, but I'll be damned if I'm going to have it wake me up in the middle of the night? You were talking about the circadian rhythm.
I think I'm in a bit of an odd spot due to the nature of my employment, especially at the first 7 years of it, especially of where I'm at currently, as of now almost 10 years. And even now, so I'll back up. So talking loops, I was the premier on-call support after-hours person. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Unless I booked specifically a vacation that I was going to be out of cell phone range, I was on call with a laptop on my back, ready to log in and fix anything. I've repaired issues on our systems from campgrounds while setting up a tent, in the middle of a downhill run on a mountain bike, in like New Hampshire.
Wow.
Connecting via cell phone to the internet and fixing stuff. So my phone is part and parcel of my everyday. It goes in the bedroom. It's plugged in next to the bed. It's my alarm clock. It's my sole means of communication with the majority of people that I interact with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis.
It's like I call mine when I pull it out at work to figure something out. Well, what's that with taxes and delivery and the extended service? My second brain.
Yeah, for me, I always call it my digital leash. It keeps me
well, there you go.
reined in. I'm also a technological I love tech. I do. I mean, Ryan.
I do too.
I've been from as long as I can remember, from Atari 2600 up through, always had to have a video game system of some type.
TRS-80.
I had one TRS-80 Coco 2.
Still have it.
Man, I gotta bring that out.
I will bring that some night.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably one of those abnormal people. Like I make feng shui people go crazy because I have a TV and a computer in the bedroom that is for video playback that I turn on when I go to sleep. I have TV playing when I fall asleep, and it plays probably an hour to 2 hours into my sleep pattern.
Does it auto shut off?
It will auto. Like I set up a playlist and it will cut off at some point, and at the point it cut off, after about 5 minutes, the TV goes to sleep and it's off when I wake up in the morning.
All right. So if we do level of tech usage inputted into your life, you're living in the Matrix.
Probably, yeah. I would say so. I spend a lot of time with screens. Yeah. And that's probably not a healthy
The Matrix is real, man.
Sure.
I mean, I use it everywhere. I mean, now my car's got it in it, right? Like, I mean, a majority of new vehicles do, but it's like the touch screen's there with all the amenities and everything else. My phone's more connected every day to more services and more things. Yep. Although there are parts of it that I refute, that I will not use. So go to sleep reminders. No, not doing it.
No, okay. So there's a cutoff for you then.
Yeah.
To leave.
I don't mind having the tech around me. There's certain things that I just don't want it to do for me. I'll go to bed when I'm ready to go to bed. I'll make that decision. I'm conscious of the time anyway, so I tend not to want to. I make an effort. Like I'll say, okay, tonight I feel like watching something. After the kids go to bed, it's 11 o'clock. I'll watch this one episode. If I get done that episode, I'm like, tomorrow I have work, but it's an easier day because I don't have any meetings or whatever, and I don't have any students the next day, or maybe it's Thursday nights. Thursday night's horrible for this. I almost treat Friday like a vacation day. That's a horrible thing to say, but I literally will stay up to 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday nights. Crash, get up, go to work, do my normal day's work. It doesn't affect my day-to-day operation unless I'm tasked with something abnormal. And then if I know that's coming in, like I have a special project on the go or something that's going to be a little more brain work than normal, then I'll crash early. And I also have the ability too, like I'm one of those people, my circadian rhythm isn't so much when I go to sleep and when I get up, as much as just how long that slice is. I'm one of those people where the slice has to be 6 hours.
Firing technology up, but I keep dinging, so.
So yeah, as long as I get the 6 hour window, I'm golden. I don't care either way. So it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 11, which last night I think it was 10:30 that I went to bed because I knew I had a release this morning, so I had to be up extra early for work to do some stuff there. So I'm heavily reliant and use technology as entertainment and a functional tool and whatnot, but I'm not using it like a Fitbit. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm not shooting anyone down if it works for you and it teaches you something about you, but to me it's like I don't need to know my heart rate. If I want to, there's a sensor on the back of my phone that will do that. I don't need to know anything else about my biometrics to record it in any way, shape, or form.
I could literally take it off this time of year. But when spring comes and we start walking again, then
you want to know what your activity level is?
Because I attach it to my phone. It tracks where I walk. It tracks what I'm getting for mileage, and I shoot for kilometerage, whatever.
See, I tried one once, but as a musician that plays drums, it does not like that. Oh, I mean, it loves it. It thinks I'm a superhuman.
Hey, listen, air guitar on the way to, or air drums on the way to work is big for my steps when I'm competing with, a good song comes on and I'm driving like this. I can have, the girls at work are like, how'd you get that many steps? Motley Crue.
So how are you, Ryan? What's your tech? I know your tech.
I'm kind of in flux because I see both sides, but I used to have the alarm, like I was saying off camera, back in my WoW days. I had the alarm set up in WoW to tell me what time it was because I lose track of time. But also, like you, I need that certain amount of time. It's not so much exactly when. What I find is if I go to bed too early, and this goes to our previous episode, if I go to bed too early, then I'll wake up too early. And then I won't get out of bed, and then I'll go back to sleep, and it messes me all up. But yeah, I'm roughly the same as you, 6.5 hours.
So tech in the bedroom?
I keep my tablet in the bedroom with me, but only to read a book. I have
it's
the
just your
e-reader.
Yep.
I used to try to do the video.
I'm sorry, you said e-reader and I choked up.
Well, I can make you choke again if you like.
Listen,
Asshole.
That's a different kind of show.
that's what I read.
Real books?
That's
Real
fine
books.
and dandy. Yep. I don't fault you, but
That's
one of my
what I use.
use.
No, but that's one of my cutoffs
For tech.
Yeah. Is no, you don't get to be my book. You get to be my video service and all that type of stuff. But if I'm going to read a book, and that was part of my reasoning for taking that out of the bedroom, I was getting behind in my reading because that was taking up my before I fall asleep time, and it was keeping me awake.
So I used to watch videos, do your Reddits, do your YouTubes, whatever, right? And that was keeping me awake. So I did eliminate it to only reading my book.
So do you
And that
still?
helps. But my phone is not in the bedroom.
Okay. Now, do you have your set? Because I have read books on mine. As much as I say I do prefer books, I tried it. So I did. I'm not a gross, and I've never tried it before. I have actually tried it. Do you have your set where it dims down so that it looks more like a page?
It has a day-night cycle.
Yeah. So it looks more like a sheet of paper,
The blue
basically.
light removal.
In the daytime, yes, but at nighttime it goes into a dark mode.
That's what I mean. Like oh, okay.
It's a yellow on black.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll probably be nighttime now. You'll see. If it loads, there you go.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's way better.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but
Yep.
Hey, it's a Samsung. Just do the little swipe thing.
yeah.
We don't need to see what book it's reading. So the
position?
rest of your day,
Is that
you're
the same
high tech.
Kama Sutra?
Oh yeah. For the
I
rest
mean, you're
of the day.
higher tech than I am in what you own for sure, and you spend more time gaming than I do.
I
You know?
spend a lot of time gaming. I have a VR system. I have my phone hooked up to my vehicle. I have 2 4K monitors for when I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? Like I consider myself to be a tech
and an
person.
Xbox, and
I have the Xbox, yeah. Funny, I only ever have one console at a time, though. I won't be both Xbox and PS at the same
PS4,
time.
yeah.
I did have a Wii for a while. You know, just I consider myself tech.
Yeah, absolutely. Kendall.
I more so appreciate technology on an entertainment level. I despise the fact that I have to have this pretty much on 24/7. If I could just get away with a flip phone, nice little flip phone, that would be
Maybe a
excellent.
can
That
with a
would make
string.
me absolutely happy. And a couple of times I have purposely left it at home and not taken it. And I've had to basically an hour later come back home and grab it because I thought, wait a second, what if so-and-so wants to get a hold of me? Or what is this? And we were so dependent on it that if you get a text message and you don't respond within 20 minutes, well then it's a big panic. It's like, well, where are you? Like, what's going on, right? I mean, everything is so immediate now. It's almost like you said it's your leash. Well, to me, it's more of a choke collar than a leash.
So that's a social pressure, or is that a work pressure? Because it sounds social.
Everything.
So work could call you at any minute, and you have to do something for work.
Or a customer, not just work, like everybody.
Well, a customer
yeah,
would be
customer
work,
or anything, right? It's
Right.
like, I better have that, I've got to have it with me,
Okay.
And the thing is that because of the fact that it's a combination now of how we actually do business, because, I've gotten a message from him, do you have
I'm
such and such?
I'm guilty of
Do
doing it.
you
then.
have such and such in stock or whatever? Which is that what I don't mind. But the fact that the phone doesn't distinguish between is it a good beep or a bad beep. So you're
It's
constantly
just a
doing
beep.
this. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we still have that TV on sale. 40 seconds later, anything? Oh, you had broccoli for the first time in 5 years. Fuck!
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of messaging people off hours and asking them questions about the job, as Brent will attest.
Yeah, but now, okay, you're not the only one that's done that. I was going to say to me, but that sounds harsh because I don't mean it that way. I don't mind that. Fuck off. I don't mind that because here's the convenience of it. Because I say I don't take this to bed, and I don't. But when we watch TV, it's sitting on, we've got like a piece of a sectional. So I've got an arm, like a big fucking arm here, and it sets up there. And if I'm watching a show that I'm like, I can listen to this. Let's see if I can get another level of Toy Blast done.
Toy Blast.
It's a good game.
No, it's a good game. Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's infuriating, though.
It is. Oh, I'm on a level right now that's killing me. Anyway, I will sit there or I'll be like, what's going on Facebook? Okay, cool. And maybe I check it, close it, set it back up there. And then the speaker's are right at the end. So I hear, ding. Oh, what's going on? So I do keep it there for that. So when somebody sends me a message, I'm like, oh, what's Randy need? Oh, cool. Yeah, geez, I'm pretty sure we've got some of those. Hang on, that's and I can, even if I need to pause the show. So for me, that doesn't bother me because the conversation was like, do you have this? Not sure, I'll check. What's the model number for what you're dealing with? Where do I find that? Oh, never mind. I found it. Here it is. Great. I'll check Monday morning. I'll get back to you. Perfect.
Those are the good ones.
That's,
but like
yeah,
you said, but
that's
but
convenient.
the machine doesn't distinguish between what's important and
No,
what's not.
exactly.
I'll defend this in a certain way. If you know the people that are going to contact you, so you associate Brent as a good one, I'm a good one, Ryan's a good one, maybe 3 or 4 of your buddies from another organization that you attend events at are good ones, and then everyone else can be deemed as maybe not, then you can set different alerts and create groups of people and put them into buckets and say, okay, anyone that's this group gets this tone and noise,
right,
and anyone in this group gets this tone or noise, and your phone can tell you, oh, God, not one of those, because it will already go, wah, wah, or whatever noise that you put in it.
His phone needs to go, oh, come on. And then he knows, because he's going to, listen, it doesn't matter.
His luck, though, he's going to have that sound, and he's going to be at a restaurant or somebody, and they'll say, oh, I'll send you that link, and they go to send it, and it's like his phone goes, oh, for the love of God.
This asshole again?
Either that or, are you fucking kidding me?
But, because here's the thing, even if you set
people watching this are probably like, I wonder which list I'm in.
You set that up for
People
Ken.
are watching this.
Well, I might be, and I'm wondering. Leave me alone. Let me have my insecurities.
He's going to check it even when he gets if it literally said, Ken, don't answer this, he's going to go, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's curiosity.
No, but it is. This time you had cauliflower for the first. Fucking great.
Yeah, fucking.
Did you get, okay, I have to ask.
What?
Did somebody, is the broccoli, is that just an example?
That's just a fucking example.
Oh,
I mean, there's way more.
Damn it. I was hoping
ones.
that out there somewhere,
someone told
there
you
was somebody that did that, and then eventually, in like a year's time, somebody hits this and watches it and goes, that son of a bitch!
What an ass! So I can't tell him anything.
Do you know how good that broccoli was?
Myron
Fuck you, Ken.
Myron changed his status today. Fuck. So-and-so changed their profile picture. Fuck.
Who's too old for technology?
But now hold it. Now in his defense,
changed his status.
He can't change that for Facebook though.
Facebook can have its own sound.
Yep, Facebook can have its own sound.
Okay, I suppose
and
Facebook itself. So just
well, no, you can even set within Facebook. You can change the message sound based on the person on the app.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's not easy and it's not fun to work with. It's a piece of shit interface,
but
it can be done. Yeah,
I did not know that.
See, the more you know.
So this is like some tech tips here for folks.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We don't know how, but
we're not going to tell you how.
That's
but
right.
It can be done.
That is on
Google it.
That's on somebody else's
Refer
channel.
to episode 1. Google that shit.
Yeah.
Discussion over, bitch.
So, but we will find it for you. Randy will actually find it for you, and he will put a link in the description.
No, he won't.
Only if you Only if you
When
subscribe.
we hit 1 million subscribers,
That's
that
right.
link will
When
be
you-
there.
If you subscribe and
that's
you
right.
like,
For now, it's
It's
going to
like
be a
that.
let me Google that for you link.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
redo
yeah.
the Devo song. When a problem comes along, Google it. It won't take too long. Google it.
All right. I think we've crossed the threshold. So, technology is there. I think we've all defined there are cutoff points for us all, to some
Exactly.
degree or another. And do we think we need to have more removal, or do you think you need to, is it good where it's at, or are you okay with it creeping further in?
I'm good where it's at, but I know more stuff is going to come along, and hopefully it will continue to be something that you can personalize for you, which I expect. That's what companies want. They want you to buy their product in, like, buy this, just this, but make it do what you want it to. Right. So I assume that that's where we'll go. So it'll be interesting to see with the mid-age that we are all pretty much at or approaching.
Fuck, I'm 20 years old. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've lived a shitty
Well, I
life.
said approaching. I said approaching.
Hi,
I said approaching. Is your hearing going, Dad? It'll be interesting to see in the next half decade, or next half 100 years, next 50 years, where we'll be, because where we've come, like,
It's been a very fast road to this point.
oh Jesus, my
Compared
parents,
to like, I don't know. I mean, I've done the thing where you look at like 1800s to 1900s, and then the early 1900s to like post Second World War. But then from post Second World War to now, or to like the end of the 2000, like to the start of 2000, and then 2000 and now has just been ridiculous.
oh yeah, it was a trickle,
yeah.
and then somebody
Then
knocked.
Roswell.
Somebody
Then
knocked.
Roswell happened. Hey, Area 41.
41,
41.
10 less than 51, because it's that much
Well,
better.
they had to
that
start
much more secret.
somewhere.
Everybody's heard of 51.
Everybody.
Nobody's
That's
heard of
really
41.
41.
That's where they got the Intel
That's where the
CPUs.
secrets are.
Yeah, that's where the Planet Intel aliens came down and imparted upon them the silicon
That's right.
chip. that
Little
said,
green
"Here."
Martian came down and gave everybody the herps.
Jesus Christ.
Yet again, we have descended into chaos.
Yeah.
But that's what we do best.
All right. Well,
So, yeah,
EP2 on a wrap. We good?
Yeah.
We're good.
yeah, perfect.
Like and subscribe.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, pound that like button.